Good afternoon, this is Tamara Sweeney from Love Dominates. Today, Love Dominates. Today, I want to stress, which is very, very important, that for the targeted parent to go with their gut feeling. Whatever you were feeling, however you were parenting before, stick with that, because a parent knows best how to raise their children. The courts don't know. Your friends don't know. You are the best parent for that child. It's your child. I'm not saying everyone's perfect on how they parent. Maybe some people need parenting lessons, yes. But I truly believe if you go with your gut feeling and you are honest, and you are trying to do what the best interest for your child is, then stick with that. There is no right or wrong on your feelings. The reason I'm bringing this up is because I have had so many people calling, asking about court-appointed therapists. I've been watching some of these videos the therapists put out, and I am not a therapist by any means. I have no license, so I'm not giving advice, but I am telling you as a targeted parent of 4. I haven't seen my children in almost 8 years, my older kids anyway, what I have experienced. What they do through the court system is so bad. Get out, 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 out. I can't stress that more. If for some reason you have a court-appointed therapist, number 1, you can reject it. Number 2, if you're forced to go or you feel that you're forced to go, go to another therapist. I went underground for 1 year, and I went up to that therapist. I said, if I'm crazy or I have bipolar, you write me up, put me in a mental home, and I'll listen to whatever you have to say. But if I am not, I want you to write something up for my court system, because I feel like I'm being railroaded. And I did. I would take this therapist to the court-appointed therapist meetings, and she agreed with me 100% that I was being set up. So, have someone back you 100% everywhere you go. Let's see. The other points that really gets under my skin, and the therapists don't even realize they're doing this, but they're giving the power to our children. They're giving them more entitlement, more empowerment to put us down as a parent. I don't know about you, but I was raised to always look up to your parents, your grandparents, your elders, your coaches, your teachers, whatever. Not the parent looks up to the child. And that's what these therapists, some of these therapists are doing, or encouraging. So I have had, sorry about the wind, I have had therapists tell me to listen to my child's demands. My child's demands. First of all, what's a child, doing by demanding something of a parent? They were trying, if you read these emails or texts, you would literally vomit. I mean, it was vulgar. It was words that I never even heard that went around in my house. When I was parenting, those words didn't exist. But they existed after I asked for a separation. So it's the same verbiage as the narcissistic ex-spouse, the angry alienator. So, number 1, I really feel that you should stick to your guns. Whatever you feel as a parent is right. Like I said, nobody's perfect. But I would stick to your guns. And if your child is putting demands on you, I'll give you an example. I had my daughter say to me, I'll go to lunch with you, or I'll go to dinner with you, but you have to unblock my passport so I can go to the islands. So, of course, I had other people call on me and beat me down to let it happen, and I let it go just to make another example to prove that they wouldn't even come see me. And it's just all game. They offer all these demands and then they never follow through with their promises. And it should never be that way. There should be no, demands or limitations of when you can see your child. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I say stick to your guns. Make sure you gain that respect from your child. You say, if you want to come over, I'm going to welcome you with open arms. I love you unconditionally. I will listen to your feelings, but I will not be put down. I will not, be disrespected in any way, calling me vulgar names, hitting me, doing violent things to me. Absolutely not. You can go right back home. That's what I would do, and I would stand up to your child, because these children are growing up with an entitlement phase, and they think that they can just hurt you and destroy you, because after they do that, they are rewarded by the alienator. They're high-fiving them or giving them a car or, buying them a phone because they put their other parent down, whether it's mother or father, and it's wrong. And some of these therapists will sit there and tell you, make sure you keep apologizing to your children. What are we apologizing for? We've, raised our children. We've done the best that we could. We have given up our life, our careers, our everything for our children. But yet we have to apologize, because that's what the alienator has created, that there's only 100% good, the alienator, and 100% bad, the targeted parent. So I apologized for things I didn't even do. I wrote 4 apology letters, and nothing works. Nothing. They will never accept an apology. It's never good enough. You're never good enough. That's what I used to get all the time. I'm not good enough. And I deserve to be without my children the rest of my life. I deserve to miss all my graduations, and I deserve to miss my children's weddings and my grandkids. These were the threats that I used to get, and ultimatums. So my main point here is you stick to your guns. You parent the way you believe you're going to parent. Yes, you might have to do something in a different tone or learn a new parenting technique, but the ultimate goal is you are not supposed to be disrespected by any means. Nobody deserves this treatment. Nobody. I don't care what the issue was, who did what, and who has what issue. Every child should be looking up to their parent. And as long as you're a good role model, and you role model that you're not going to put up with this entitlement phase, and you're not going to put up with your child's demands, and you deserve to be treated equally. You deserve to be treated with love. That is the ultimate thing right there. You should be treated with love. So I hope some of these examples help. Off the top of my head, I can't even think. And I'm not here to bash or embarrass my children by any means, but I will use my examples to help others so that they don't go through this, because it is horrific. It is horrific. It's like the targeted parent is being stoned and thrown into a position just to fail. Every time you will fail, because now they made you the problem. You weren't the problem before. To give you an example, I never had anything on my record. No drug abuse, no domestic violence, no alcohol abuse. But all of a sudden, when I asked for a divorce, I have all these issues. I become a mental issue. I have bipolar. I'm a narcissist. I'm a drug addict. I'm a party animal. I'm a whore. I'm a slut. I'm everything. So I know what you're feeling. I know what you're going through. And I just want you to know it's wrong. You're not crazy. These therapists, these lawyers, the judges, they're all tied in with your ex-spouse. and it all comes down to money. So stick up, be good role models for your children, and don't let them put demands on you, and don't let them disrespect you. You need to earn, your respect. You brought that child into the, you know what, my aunt used to say, your mother brought you into this earth, she could take you right out. I mean, that was like the big joke when we were growing up. So these people are too afraid. They're too afraid to speak about the truth. Take that big elephant out of the room and conquer it. Talk about it. State nothing but facts and the truth. And then you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. That's the problem. The spouse that cannot face you eye to eye, or the spouse that will never meet you or discuss it or co-parent, is the problem, because they cannot face their insecurity. They cannot face their fear. They don't like humiliation or embarrassment. So you be the better person. Who cares what happened? Who cares? You know what I mean? It is what it is. So just conquer that fear. Put the problem in the middle of the room and get over it. Just, if you can meet with your child, just look at them eye to eye and give them a hug. Kiss them. Let them know how much you love them. That should wipe away a lot of this hate and anger that they have been taught. Okay, it's been 11 minutes. I can't get them less. I keep trying, but it's not working. Anyway, I hope this helps. Love dominates. Keep it up. Choose love over hate and compassion over judgment.